All right, the picture is loading. Here it is. This is the last question on the front side of our Rigid Motions OST review, the We Do, You Do, which covers not just transformations, but mainly, specifically rigid transformation. And that's when our transformation does stay the same size and the same shape, but will change positions in shape. Space. We'll change positions in space. We have another multiple choice question here. We have Luca. Luca translates quadrilateral PQRS, X units right and Y units up. So again, we're traveling this to the right and this many up. Okay, so think about that. If we're traveling this far to the right and this far up, what does this mean? All right. Again, let's start that question over. Luca translates quadrilateral PQRS, X units to the right and Y units up to create quadrilateral P prime, Q prime, R prime, S prime. And it's important to note where X value and Y value are not equal to 0. So it didn't stay in place. It traveled this many places to the right and this many units up. So we shifted and slide. So we want to know which statement best describes the change of P prime, P to P prime, Q to Q prime, R to R prime, and S to S prime, the distance between. So what best describes the distance between P to P prime, Q to Q prime, R to R prime, and S to S prime? It's very important, again, to remember that when it comes to translation, we are talking a shift or a slide. So again, it's describing the movement left, right, up, down. So let's look at all 4 of these choices and then find our actual answer that's pretty simple. It says here for A, each line segment is the same distance from the other line segments, meaning it traveled this to the right and this up. B states each line segment intersects at the same point as the other line segments. Well, if we shifted this to the right and this up, I don't necessarily think that they'll be in the same point. C states each line segment is perpendicular to at least one of the other line segments. Again, not sure if that really connects with our translation. It can, but would all? And then finally, D states that each line segment is either parallel to or collinear with the other line segments. Again, when it's talking about translation, specifically this part here, if we're shifting X units to the right and Y units up, A is going to be the only one that's going to be true and best described because we went the same direction and the same distance. That's what the X units right and the Y units up really highlights. Again, same distance because we're talking about that shift and that slide. Hope that helps. All right, let's continue to do some more excellent practice.